So I've decided this year that at the end of every month, I'm going to just talk about what I played this month and give my thoughts on the game. So here we go. It's the end of January. So what have I played this month in January? Honestly, my main time playing video games has been taken up by two. The first one, which is the thing I've been waiting for in January, was Wuthering Waves. It came to consoles January 3rd, and I decided I would dive into it now. And my God, man, I love it. I'm having a ton of fun. It's If you don't know what Wuthering Waves is, it's very similar to Genshin Impact. It's an open world anime type game, and I'm loving it. I was gonna initially dive into Genshin itself, but I feel like so much has happened there. I think I've missed the mark already by this point. But Wuthering Waves is still kind of fresh, so I felt like, and it was the big console, debut, so it felt like a right time to jump on. So I've been playing it, and I'm having fun, man. I'm really having fun. Making Rover, my own. I don't have a lot of characters yet. I really got the basic starter pack at this point still. This game though is very grindy. It's very level grindy. You do have to play a lot of hours into it to really get your characters leveled up. But I mean, I'm still having fun. I'm enjoying the story mode that we've got on, the mystery of who Rover is, why Rover is here. That's nice. The magistrate and all that. I am kind of stuck though on the story because I need to enhance my level. I have a level disparity here, so I gotta grind, baby, grind, baby, grind. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm just having fun, really going around and just exploring the world. That's the best part of an open world game, right? You just go around and explore, and I just kind of pick a direction and I walk there, and I find a whole bunch of stuff, and that's the best part about an open world game. I mean, I do encounter some enemies that are a bit too hard for me because, again, I gotta level up, but it's still fun. I still have lots of fun. I've really dedicated my time, I think, this month to opening the map up. So I've gone to like the resonance beacons and all that and tried to open them up because once you open them up, you can fast travel and you heal all your characters up. So yeah, my current party is of course Rover. Then it is Yang Yang, who she's kind of more my style. She's a lot more aggressive. So is Rover. They're the two, like, they're really aggressive. They're very much attack heavy, which is what I focus on. And then Chisha, she's also on there because she's like the only projectile I have. So that's kind of my roster. My main team at this point. At this point in time, I also have Baishi as well. I'm gonna butcher these names. I'm so sorry. Like, I am so sorry. And I have oh god, Sanwa. I have her as well. That's my roster. It's very not a lot, but again, I just started. So yeah, I've also done character quests. Like, they have like companion quests. I did one for Yinlin. I haven't finished it yet because my character level is not there enough. But she's a character, isn't she? I'm not a fan of her. She sucks. I mean, getting to play as her is fun. The bit you got to play as her, I was having a ton of fun. But like, her as a person, she sucks. And then I did a character quest for Lin Yang and his whole like performance group. That one I actually did get to finish, and I enjoyed that one. I just wish that after you finish the character companion quest, you unlocked the character. Because then it's like, yeah, you did all this time getting to know the character, you got to play as them for a bit. Go gacha them. Go play some slots, buddy. Which, that's a bit of a disappointment. I would have preferred it if once you do a companion quest, you get the character. Right? You can still go and try and pull them, but this is another more surefire way to get it. I get why they don't. It's a gacha game, but I'm an old school guy. I don't play a lot of gacha games. The gacha games I play are two: Danmachi Battle Chronicle and Sword Online Variant Showdown. That's it. That's my gacha thing, and I don't really do a lot of gacha in there. I don't have a lot of characters in either of them because I don't do a lot of gacha. I just try and play the game as much as I can. Normal. But Wuthering Waves at the end of the day does have gacha. So, you know, I gotta go do that. I don't really understand the currency and how to get more gacha points and all that to do pulls. Like, I don't know what I'm doing at that point. So, yeah, I gotta figure this out. But just a brief bit, I'm enjoying Wuthering Waves a lot. Like, as just, like, if I take the gacha elements out and just make it, like, as an open world RPG, I'm having a ton of fun. I do wish more that, like, your choices of dialogue impacted things more, because it seems like it doesn't mean anything, and that's something I don't like. I like it. If you're gonna give me multiple choices, they better influence and have different impacts, right? Like, with my story. That's what I'm hoping for, because it really seems like a lot of my decisions don't mean anything. Moving on to the next one, which is what I did videos on. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe has been the other thing I've really played this month. I gave my thoughts on it in my review, which is out, and my gameplay. I think it's good. It's a solid game, like a 7.5 is what I gave it. It's good. I am just not a 2D person, really, at the end of the day. I more prefer 3D games than 2D platformers. Nothing against 2D platformers, it's just I'm not good enough to play them. I know where my strengths and weaknesses lie, and my weakness, one of my big ones, is 2D platforming, and that is that. I mean, the level design most of the time, this is like, playing the game gave me the feel of a Mario game, right? I got that Mario feel while playing this game, and that's great. I love that feeling, right? It's just a certain feeling that playing a Mario game can give you, and I really liked it. So there was fun with that. And I love, they got the basic levels, right? There's the forest level, there's the desert, ice, water, all that stuff. That's fine. I don't care about that. I'm not picky about that. Some levels are harder than others. Well, not all of them are fun. Some of them are fun. A lot of them are fun at the end of the day. But then there's a couple levels in there where I'm just like, you chose no mercy today, huh, developers, huh? But I've only played it solo. I haven't played it with anyone yet. I'm wondering how the experience will be playing it different, because I imagine playing co-op with someone would be an interesting choice. I think one of my major things I don't like about this game is controls, which I mentioned in my review as well. Why is the run button like a run button? Why is there a run button? There shouldn't be a run button. I should just hold the trigger down, the stick down. And depending on how hard I do that is how hard Mario and the characters run. Or it's like a Sonic thing where you build up speed as you run. Like, a run button is stupid. I hate it. And you even put the run button on the same button where I have to, like, do my moves, like throwing a fire flower or an ice flower. Is the same button. Why would you do that? Why do this to me? I mean, I got used to it eventually, like you do with all controls. I still think it's stupid. I still think it's dumb. So there's that, but it's a fine game. 7.5 is what I gave it. It's fine. I'm looking forward to playing more 2D Mario games in the future. I think the next 2D Mario game on my list to play is Wonder. I mean, I'd love to play the old ones as well, but those are not available to me at the moment. So my next best play is play Super Mario Wonder, which is much better from what it looks like. From all the gameplay playthroughs I've watched of it, my god, man, I cannot wait to play Mario Wonder. That's the next Mario game I'm playing. But that's the next 2D Mario game I'm playing, definitely. Not the next Mario game I'm playing. But that's January. It's just been these two games, really. That's really been January for me. Everything else is kind of already done. So that is January. Just Wuthering Waves and New Super Mario Bros. But I'm having fun, and that's what matters at the end of the day, right? It's February, the end of February. This month lasted way shorter than freaking January. Oh my god, this month has flown by. But games I've played this month. Wuthering Waves is still there. It's still there. I'm still playing it, man, and I'm still having a blast. I've really gone forward a lot in my quest in Wuthering Waves. I've now reached the union level cap, so I have to do like a union level quest, but my characters aren't high level enough yet. So I have to just now, every time I do a quest, my union level just is so maxed out it doesn't up anymore. So now it's like I'm over the amount of points, but it just doesn't level up anymore. So there's that. So I'm just trying to level up my characters a bit more before I do the enhancement quest, because that's where I'm stuck at now, which sucks. Um, that because it even tells me, it's like your party's not strong enough. I'm like, well, I can't do anything about that. Because to level them up, I need items to level them up, and I don't have those items. So it's trying to find those items, how to get them, and how to level my characters up a bit more. Speaking of characters, I did get new ones. I got oh my god, Shanshin. She's the martial artist. I got her. I pulled her. I did a gacha, and I pulled her. So she is now added to the team. She is fun. Not the best, but she's still fun. I think my party at the moment is Rover, Yang Yang, and Sanhua. They're my party at the moment. I got a special outfit for Sanhua too, via a like a thing. Every time you logged in, you had to invite people to like go see a play or something, and the reward for inviting people was like you got an outfit. So I have an outfit. I got an alternate outfit. That's cool. I like that. That is fun. And do more stuff like that. I've also done a lot of these trial things where you can play as a character and it's like a trial thing, and then you get rewards for doing it. So I've done that as well. That's also been fun. But yeah, that's character wise. Oh, I've also upped like Rover and Yang Yang are like super leveled up now. They're really high level, but the rest of them are just stuck at like level cap. So that sucks a lot. It really sucks a lot, but I can't do anything about that. I've opened up the map as much as I think I can at this point. I think the only way I can level open up more of the map is if I advance the story, which I'm still not high level enough to do. So that sucks, I guess, at the end of the day. But the big thing I spent most of February doing was I did an event, which was Somme Noire, which is a permanent event now. And I did the entire Somme Noire event. And I really liked it. It's like you're going in people's dreams. That's awesome. And you get to play as a bunch of different characters during it. And it was really cool because it tells me which characters I want to pull. When I can. I want Shangli. I want to play as her because she was fun. Camellia, is that her name? Camellia. She was cool. She's a character I don't mind pulling. I'm talking just gameplay wise, right? Sheshi, she's like the painter. She was fun. I think I had fun with her. The character I absolutely despise playing as was Encore. I don't like Encore's gameplay. She was awful. As a character, though, I love Encore. Always telling a story. That's awesome. And she's super cute. Bro, I'm there for that. Her gameplay was awful. Having to constantly fight those water monsters was like, I wanted to die. And it did get a bit repetitive in Somme Noire, where it is like pretty much the same thing at the very end. You have to just fight a big boss at the very end with all the characters. And it's like, I would have preferred if it was different. Like, Encore's was different. You fight a big water thing, but that's it. There's no like super big boss at the end of it. It's like doing that 1 or 2 times would have been fine, but like you did it almost all of them, and I'm like, okay. But yeah, that was Wuthering Waves. I also hate the fact that the music from Somme Noire goes away and it's just replaced by generic music after, which sucks because the Somme Noire music is awesome, dude. That it sets the tone perfectly. Now that I finished that, it's like you now get challenges and other things to do in Somme Noire. So I'm gonna start doing that. I think that's my next focus. It's gonna be doing that instead. Because I've opened up the map as much as I could. I could always just explore and find more side quests. That's always a thing I can do. I've done a bunch of side quests as well, but they don't really do much for me because my union level is capped out and I can't enhance it, so that sucks. But yeah, that's all I've done with Wuthering Waves this month. Not as much, but I'm still having a blast playing the game. It's still fun for me, dude. I'm still loving it. But the next game I played was Sonic Forces, which again I did videos on, and I did my review on it. It's 6 out of 10. You know, at the end of the day, it's not the worst Sonic game. It isn't that good though. I think my main problem with Sonic Forces can really be distilled down to crappy plot, super short levels. Is really where I go, because the levels that are good in this game, they are good, and I don't mind the gameplay of the game at all. I think the gameplay of it is real good. It's just like the levels are super short and the story sucks, which sucks because when I go into a video game and they have a story, I want that story to be good. I'm there for video games for stories as well as gameplay. And the story for Sonic Forces was not good. It really doesn't. I mean, I'm one of the people who's like, come on, you're doing Eggman takes over the world. There's a resistance force fighting against them for freedom. It's right there to do freedom fighters. But that's just my geeky nerd brain talking, right? But I had okay Final Forces. At this point of recording, I haven't done any post-game stuff. So I'm going to go now and try and get S ranks and red star rings, and that's what March is going to be. I'm going to be playing Sonic Forces off camera just to get red star rings and S ranks, as much S ranks as I can. You know, I did the same thing with Shadow Gens and Sonic Gens off camera. Just got all the S ranks, got all the red star rings. So I'm gonna do that with Sonic Forces as well. I haven't done that with Sonic Colors yet. I probably need to eventually, but Sonic Colors is, I don't like Sonic Colors. So there's that. I mean, controversial take. I think I might enjoy freaking Forces more than Colors at this point, because I really don't like Sonic Colors. But who knows? Maybe I just gotta give Colors another shot again. Who knows? Who knows? But I have been contemplating playing Frontiers again. With now all the updates there, right? Like now Frontiers is fully finished and it's the game it should have been at launch. So I have actually genuinely been contemplating creating a new save file and playing Frontiers again. But that's just a thought. I don't know if I'm actually going to do it. But for now, heading into March, we've got Wuthering Waves still going strong, and I'm going to continue to play Sonic Forces. My month so far has been, I realized that each month has been dominated by 2 games. That's something I want to change. I want to play more games as we go on. But we're just starting. The year's still starting. So hopefully I can change this up as we go along. So the games I played in March are 2 games that I have continued to be playing. It's just continuating games again. I will say though, I did not actually touch Wuthering Waves this month. That is not on purpose. I just completely forgot about it completely. But you know, as I record this, April's just about to start, and I believe they've had an update, so I might get back into it for the update. So that there is that. They had the trailer with the girl eating the cherry that got a lot of the losers on Blue Sky and Twitter mad. So I might just have to play Wuthering Waves again just for that. But anyway, my games for March. Let's start off with the one that is a continuation, which is Sonic Forces. Continuing Sonic Forces, beat the game now. Main story is all done. So now it is just the after story stuff, getting red rings, getting the other 2 collectibles, which aren't actually in any other Sonic game. So it's really nice to see like they have more than just red rings for you to collect after. So they got the standard like 5 red rings you got to get, but then they have these like timed tokens, like these numbered tokens, where it goes from 5 down to 1, and you have to get them in a specific order. Right, you have to get them in that order. You have to get 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. So that's a nice little thing that they have going there. I kind of like that. You know, it does get a bit challenging, you know, as you go along and they get more innovative. Like, you know, they start putting ones before in front of the ones that you're supposed to get. So, like, I like that. That's cool. And then there's these moon tokens, which are timed. So once you collect one, then you only have, like, you have to really quickly get the other ones. Those are, like, the bane of my existence. I think those are the ones that are the hardest for me to get right now, are those timed tokens, the moon ones. They are quite hard to get. I pretty much have every single extra, I believe they're extra stages, done. You need to get all the red rings to get all the extra stages, and I have one more left. But sadly, the 2 levels I need to get the rings on, they suck. It's the worst level in the game, which is Iron Fortress with Classic Sonic, and then the Imperial Tower with the Avatar. My problem with that one is the Avatar, it's like a 50-50 shot he actually does a wall jump or not. Sometimes he may do a wall jump, sometimes he doesn't. It's 50-50 shot. So that's that. That's what I've been doing for Forces. Honestly, I'm not hating it. Again, my main problem with Sonic Forces is the story. The story's god-awful and garbage. And levels are too short. Definitely that. But gameplay-wise, I'm having fun. I don't hate it. That's why I gave it like a 6 out of 10. So there's that. But then the new game I have here, which is Super Mario 3D World. I'm starting to play Super Mario 3D World. Been doing videos of it. And I gotta say, man, I'm having a ton of fun with this. It's so fun, right? Like, it's so funny how this game came out on the Wii U and I never got it on the Wii U. I don't know why I never got it on the Wii U. Probably because I was an idiot back then and wasn't concerned about this. But this game's awesome. I love it. It's I really like how, just to make this 3D Mario game, they literally just took, like, let's just take the format of a normal 2D Mario game with worlds, and, you know, like, each world has like 5 different levels in it, and then a castle at the end that you gotta beat the boss, and maybe a mini boss in the middle. They take the 2D Mario format and they just straight up just make the levels all 3D. Like, that's a great idea, and they've done this perfectly, I feel. I'm loving it so much. The cat power is my favorite power, I think, maybe in Mario so far. I'm loving it. I love this cat power. I can hit things, I can climb up walls. I'm loving the cat power, man. Whenever I need it, I just go back to the first stage and quickly get like 2 super bells, and then I'm ready. I'm ready to take on the whole world. The 3 green stars are challenging at times, right? Like some of them are harder than others, and the levels do vary, right? Like sometimes you get a really easy level, sometimes you get like a level that just makes me want to die, but you know, there's that. But I'm having fun. I'm really having fun with this one. More fun, way more fun than New Super Mario Bros. I can tell you that much. Like, this is way better. I am more of a 3D game player than a 2D game player. That's just how I've always been. You know, that's how I am when I play the Sonic games, right? Like, I despise 2D stages in Sonic sometimes. That's why, like, whenever I play them, I'm always, like, trepidatious. Like, oh, God. You know? Because I'm more into the 3D stages. I really am more into the 3D stages. But, you know, that's not to say that 2D levels can't work, right? 2D games can't work. Absolutely they can. Undertale's my favorite game of all time. That's 2D, you know? So, 2D games can work. They just have to be done right. And I think my problem is I've been playing a lot of the games that don't do 2D right. So, I'm really hoping that eventually I can play a 2D game that really does the 2D right, you know? I mean, hell, some of the levels in Sonic Generations are, like, actually really good. So, you know, 2D can work. But that's what I've been playing for March. It's not a lot, just these 2 games, but they're the 2 games where it's like One Forces was like it was a series on YouTube, so that's why I was playing it. And then after that, it's a Sonic game, so I'm kind of obligated to go in and get the red rings and get all the S ranks and do all that stuff, which I've been doing, by the way. S ranks. I cheesed my S ranks by doing whatever the daily mission was, so you get like the boost and then just going through the level. So if I get like an A rank, the boost puts me up to an S. So I've been cheating on that. But that's, yeah. So that was Forces, and then 3D World is videos done on it, right? And then whenever I got stuck, because at one point you need like 130 not gold stars, green stars to continue. Yeah. So then I just went back off camera and got all the green stars. I was hoping I was gonna be in a point in the game where when I got to that point, I would have enough stars, or at least not a lot of stars to get, but no such luck. But that's March. That is March done. April, probably going to be these two games, definitely, and we'll see. I'm going to try and play some more Wuthering Waves. We might get Bowser's Fury in there. Because I really want to play Bowser's Fury as well. That's the next one after 3D World. So we'll see. I got a bunch of games planned up I want to play. It's just a matter of time of, like, can I beat the old ones to get there, you know? April ends, and the games I played. I gotta say, April was much better than most years in April, and I'm mainly just talking like weather-wise. We had very little rain this April, and that makes me happy because I hate rain. And May has started now, and it looks like we're following the same thing, and we're just gonna have a lot of sun, and I love that. And that makes me happy, and then by happy, it lets me play more video games. So April was Super Mario 3D World and Sonic Forces. We're still here. I wrapped up playing 3D World on the channel, so that was a lot of fun. I think Super Mario 3D World is a fantastic 3D game. And it's really good. It's just like, you know, classic Mario. Like it's basically a 2D Mario game, but 3D. That's it, and that's a great way to do it. I really wish I got this game on the Wii U back in the day, because I would have loved this. Yeah, and I did it. I beat the game. Real fun. I have unlocked Rosalina. I did the galaxy level in the game, and I unlocked Rosalina. So I have all the playable characters now unlocked. I have not gone back to it because my attention went to another game, which I might as well just do it here because this month is once again just occupied by Mario and Sonic, which I do want to change. I again did not play Wuthering Waves. I need to now. The first anniversary has come out, so I do have to play. I must play it. So 3D World, great. I loved 3D World. I had a great time. Will I go back and play it? I can see myself definitely going back to play it, like especially the post-game worlds. I probably will go back to do that if there's no star requirement to continue. I probably will, and I'll go back and do that and tear my hair out because they are much harder than the base game ones. But the other Mario game I played, and actually finished story-wise, was Bowser's Fury. I beat Bowser's Fury in 2 days. It was 2 days, 2 sessions, and I beat the game. Story-wise, because and that's the thing, it wasn't meant to be a super long game anyway. It was meant to just be a little extra thing for you to play while you have Mario 3D World, which was getting a port on Switch, and this was meant to be a little something extra, and it ended up being kind of better than the entirety of 3D World, because Bowser's Fury is a phenomenal piece of work. I love it. If this is the future of 3D Mario, that's fantastic. You know, because Bowser's Fury is post-Odyssey. So if this is like a little sneak peek into where we're going for 3D Mario, I hope so, because it was awesome. It's running around in the open zone Mario, right? It's not like 3D World where you're still confined to a level to have to move around. This one is open world, right? It's open world Mario. And the map's actually pretty substantial for this tiny little game. Basically, you have, like, you know, Bowser, who's been, like, corrupted by this goop, and he turns into, like, a big, giant, evil Bowser that you have to fight every now and then. And the fights, when you're, like, Giga Mario with the Giga Bell, are awesome. They're really good. I find out, you know, after I beat it, I'm like, oh, well, I could have hit him. There's multiple ways I could have done damage to Bowser that I just didn't do because I'm a moron. But whatever. Getting the cat shines is a lot of fun, I have to say. And I'm absolutely going back to play this post-game, and I'm going to get all the cat shines I can. I'm absolutely going to do that. Beating the game, I was over halfway. I was 51 out of 100 shines when I beat him. So I was halfway. But I believe you need to be 50 shines anyway just to beat him, so I'm not that special. But I love this. I had so much fun playing this. I'm going to continue to play it because, like I said, I just had so much fun. And this is what a fun game does. Especially a game like this where it's like you've beat the main story, but there's still stuff you can do after. I will definitely do that. And I found out that post game, when you go into post game, that's when you are able to go back and go to the very first island again and get shines from there. There's toads that are now scattered around the map that you need to save, and they give you shines. So there's extra stuff. I believe Plessy now stays a cat as well post game, so that's good. Bowser still shows up every now and then because you do need him for Fury blocks. But thankfully now I believe once you just get a shine, he'll disappear like normal. Because it was really annoying at the end when he was just never leaving and he was there constantly. That was so annoying, and that's like the one bit I don't like about Bowser's Fury. But majority of this, I love Bowser's Fury, and I can't wait to keep playing it. So moving on to out of Mario and into the next mascot was Sonic. I finished my playing of Sonic Forces. I have gotten pretty much all the red star rings but 2 levels. And the same thing can be said for. Oh, I think I might have I gotten all the number tokens? I might have, because I've just been going, like I said, going through and playing this post game by getting all the red rings and the moon tokens and the time tokens and the number tokens. And I pretty much got them all bar from 2 levels. The 2 levels are. What are the 2 levels? What is the? Oh yeah, I know it is. It is Imperial Tower. Whereas the Avatar, which involves a bunch of wall jumping, I haven't done that because the wall jumping is like 50-50 chance the character actually grabs the wall and wall jumps. So I would be on that level forever. And then the final one is the Classic Sonic stage. The final Classic Sonic stage, which I hate, and it's the worst level in the game, so I don't want to go back and play it. But other than that, I have everything. I have all the red stars. I have all the number tokens, and I have all the moon tokens. Which, by the way, I think is really cool that they have other stuff for you to do. Post game, not just red star rings. You know, there's other types of tokens to get. I think that's actually a pretty cool idea. And maybe Sega should look into bringing that back. I think it's a cool idea because you do have to play these levels at the very least, 3 more times. So there's that. But with Forces done, I move on to my next Sonic game, which is Sonic 4. I have bought Sonic 4 on the PS3, and I've been playing it. So far, I'm mixed on it. The first level, I really liked it. I really liked the first world. I had fun playing it. And I'm like, all right, am I going to have the controversial opinion of liking Sonic 4? And then I got to the second world, and I wanted to kill myself. The level design in the second world is god-awful. There's stuff that's cool. Firing yourself out of a cannon to go forward was fun. I really like the card thing where you like have to hit the cards 3 times and then you get like a moving card bridge that moves you along. Like that's really cool. But then there's stuff that just brings it all back with horrible level design. Like how when you're in the cannon, there's rings pretty much telling you go this way. So you condition yourself to that. And then after a while, the rings just stop. And it's just like, well, I don't know where you go. You got to figure that out yourself. Okay, thanks, buddy. The last part of the cannon level is the worst thing ever. It is the worst thing ever. I can't believe they do stuff like this. Like, stuff like that where it's not even hard to the point where it's challenging. Right? It's just straight up like bad level design. It's just bad to the point where it's like you need like luck to complete that, right? Like you got lucky this time. It's not a skill issue. It's a luck issue. You were lucky to beat the level this time. And that is bad. That is bad. When it's not actually a challenge, it's just straight up bad level design. And now I'm starting to see Sonic 4's faults here. Because gameplay-wise, it ain't exactly the best thing either, right? Like, I knew that from the very first one. And gameplay-wise, we're not looking at, like, a freaking spectacular thing here for how Sonic moves and stuff. But, you know, and having the homing attack in a 2D game, that's just weird. That's just weird, because I'm not used to it, and then, like, it tells me, oh, hit the thing, and you sometimes need to hit the homing attack to advance in a level, and I'm like, I'm not used to this. I'm so not used to this. Right? In a classic space, it's weird. It's really weird. But yeah, so I'm currently going through Sonic 4 and Bowser's Fury. Those will be my off time games. I gotta go back to play Wuthering Waves. And next game I plan to play on the channel will be Portal. I want to get the Portal Companion Collection for Switch, and that will be like the next video game series is Portal and Portal 2. And then from there I have an idea of what I want to do as well. So I have ideas of what I want to do for the channel and games I want to play and all type of stuff. But for off time, Bowser's Fury, Sonic 4, Episode 1, and hopefully Wuthering Waves is what I plan to play for May. So by May, at least those 3 games will still be here, and we'll see if I've added anything else. May is over, and here is what I played during May. Shocker, it's a lot of the same. So I finished Bowser's Fury 100% during May. I, of course, did my playthrough on my gaming channel of Bowser's Fury, which was a lot of fun, I gotta say. It was really, really fun. I had a lot of fun with this game, and it makes me excited for when I play Mario Odyssey next, because that's going to be the next Mario game I play. So I'm really excited to do that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Bowser's Fury was great. So what I did on my own is I've just been collecting the rest of the cat shines. I think I got 51 cat shines the first time when I beat the story. So then I just went around getting the rest of them. Some of them suck. Some of them really suck. I hate that freaking bunny. When you have to chase the bunny, hate it. That bunny sucks. And I just got, more and more annoyed at Bowser showing up when I didn't need him to show up. But yeah, I had a lot of fun getting the rest of the shines. I think my least favorite world was the final one, like the roly-poly, whatever thing. So, I hated that one. I absolutely hated that one. Yeah, that sucked. Like the roly-poly one, that one freaking sucks, dude. I hate it. But like that's I think the only world I can say, not even the world, the only island I don't like. I straight up just don't like that island. I think it sucks. So yeah. Completely sucks. I hate that one. Yeah. That's a baddie. But it's done. I have all 100 cat shines now. And then you get to fight Bowser again, except he's blue. He has blue fire. So there's that. But yeah, I 100%ed it. All cat shines. I have saved all the toads. Everything's good. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I'm gonna miss it. And yeah, it was great. I think it is better than 3D World, which it was bundled with. It is better than 3D World. It absolutely is. Then I was playing Good God Help Me Sonic 4. This game sucks ass so bad. I hate this game, dude. It's not a good game in the slightest bit. I don't have any Chaos Emeralds because I can't do the first thing in the world. And I have to constantly do the level again, make sure I get the 50 rings, and then go to the end, which, that's fine. That's normal Sonic. But goddamn, are these special worlds not fun. They're not fun. They replicate the Sonic 1 special worlds, but they do it crap. It's not good. They do it very poorly. Yeah. Not fun. There's like good ideas I see in this, and then they're just immediately followed by crap level design. I think I said this last time, it's not fun. It's just infuriatingly hard that the developers tried to make this harder than it probably should have been, because they wanted to give you a challenge. The whole point of having a good challenge is where it's challenging, you're like, oh, I can't do this, but you're still having fun doing it. That's not this. This makes me want to rip my hair out and find the nearest person and like chuck them through a wall. Like this is bad. Okay, this sucks. What I seriously, I'm currently stuck on the third world boss is where I'm at. That's where I last was when I played it. What is this? So I get the whole, having to run to the boss area. That I get. That took time for me to get, but once I got it, right? There's no checkpoint right above the boss area. So when you die, you gotta do it all again. Hello? Even in the Genesis games, they would have a checkpoint there, right in front of the boss. So if you died, you just went back to the checkpoint. There's none of that in this. You die, you have to do the whole freaking race to the boss thing again, and then you have to beat the boss. What? I think I made 3 attempts on the boss before I gave up because I was about to chuck my controller through a wall. So yeah, Sonic 4, it's there. I'm still probably gonna end up playing it, even though it's crap, because I'm trying to, complete my whole Sonic catalog here. And then the final one for May was I got back into Wuthering Waves. Finally, I keep saying I'm gonna do it and I don't do it, but I did. I got back into Wuthering Waves. I didn't do much. I did not do much, but I'm trying to level up my characters enough so that way they are ready for the Union break quest that you got to do, because I'm stuck. My Union level's stuck, and it's like gathering all the stuff, and it just can't go up. So I'm trying to get them big enough, like leveled up enough to do the break quest. But from what I understand, that quest is hard. So great. Yeah, other than that, I'm just trying to find missions and side missions to do because I'm trying to level my characters enough. I don't even know if I'm level up enough to do the main story. I kind of abandoned the main story because when I was going to do it, it's like, you're not high enough level. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then I just kind of left and started doing my own thing. I don't even know if I'm high enough level to do it. I should probably check that. I got to go back to do Some Noir. That's what I was also doing, the Some Noir Towers. I did the main story of Some Noir Tower, which was really good. And I had fun doing those bosses and all that. I gotta go and do the other stuff now. Well, that's my focus on Wuthering Waves. That's my focus. So there we go. That's May. Done and dusted. Bowser's Fury done. Wuthering Waves is probably again gonna go on the back burner because I got something else planned for June. So June is definitely gonna have Sonic 4, that piece of crap. It's gonna have something else too, which I will be talking about, I guess, now. Alright, it's July now. That marks the end of June. So here are the games I played in June. I only played 2 games in June. The one I played the most of was Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise. And that's because I've been doing a series on it. At the time of recording, I only need to do probably like 2 more videos on it before I end it, but I literally can't. I literally can't do the 2 videos I need to do on it. Hopefully I can fix that soon and get around to it, but oh well. So Strangers of Paradise, this is my first Final Fantasy that I'm playing, and I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. The combat is real fun. I'm enjoying the story's a bit, whatever. I don't think the story is as strong as some other Final Fantasy games get. I am still liking it. Right, like as we get further into it, they reveal more. I start to be like, ooh, I'm kind of liking this. But I really like this game. I really adore this game. I love the gameplay. Playing around with it is fun. It's the typical RPG, right? Having to get armor, get better gear, upgrade your skills. I've gotten better, of course, as it gone on because I wasn't really using like my skills. I was just focused on getting better armor, but now I realize the importance of skills, and I'm, upgrading my skills and learning how to use them better. So it's like, as I play the game, I get a lot better. It takes me a while to get used to the controls of it because it's not like square isn't like the punch button. It's the upper R1 trigger, which is like doing my head in. I've never seen this before, but that's the attack button. I am enjoying Strangers of Paradise. It's like it is a prequel to the first Final Fantasy, which is why I played it first, because I want to experience the Final Fantasy games in like a chronological type order, even though Final Fantasy is an anthology at the end of the day. But this one is like specifically in the first Final Fantasy. So I'm like, well, yeah, I gotta play this first. And I'm doing this. The reason I even bought Strangers of Paradise in the first place and started it was because I got the Final Fantasy Pixel collection for PS4, which has the first 6 Final Fantasy games on it. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna now start diving into Final Fantasy. But I wanted to do it right, and I wanted to do it, like I said, in a chronological sort of order, which is what Strangers of Paradise would be the first one, because it's a prequel to the first game. So that's why I played it, and I'm loving it. I know, of course, details about the first game, obviously, so I know where some stuff ends up, and I think it's very clever what they do with that. I think that's very clever. It's also fun to hear some of the voices in the game. Like, the princess is voiced by Jeremy Lee, which makes me adore this even more, because anytime she's in anything, it's fantastic. Jed is voiced by Alejandro Saab, who is, you know, he's in a bunch of stuff. He recently was just Akihiko in freaking Persona 3 Reload, and he's been a bunch of other things. I'm just saying, like, the first thing that popped into my head was that. And I really adore, I mean, when it comes to characters, I mean, Jack at first is very one note, right? Like, he's just determined, just be chaos. That's it, right? Jed's kind of the more happier one, but character-wise, I would say none of them really have a personality, really, other than Jack's determination to kill chaos and Jed being a bit of a jokester. That's really it. Yeah, that's really it. But I'm the more I'm playing the game, right? Like, the more I'm playing the game, the more I get into it, the more I just really like it. You know, I get better at the combat, I get better at dodging and parrying and all that stuff I should be doing. And the story as is developing more and more, I'm really liking it. And I really love Jack's combo deaths, or when you do the break and then you can hit circle, and Jack will just do some of the most brutal deaths I've ever seen. Like, the one where he takes, like, a wolf and he, like, literally rips them in two from the mouth is awesome. Where he takes a mer person and he just crashes them over his back. And then there is the one with the lich, where he rips its arm off and then kills it and stabs it with his own arm. Like, that is, like, there's so many cool deaths in the game from Jack that I love. But yeah, Strangers of Paradise. So I'm hoping in sometime this in July, I can finally record the 2 videos I need and then end the game, and then I can finally do a review of it and put it behind me and move on to the next game. But a game I've constantly said I'm going to play it again and get back into it, and I haven't, is Wuthering Waves. I got back into it, man. I finally did it. I finally got back into Wuthering Waves because I couldn't play Strangers of Paradise and I couldn't record it. I'm like, I still need to play a game, and goddamn it, Wuthering Waves is right there. So I did it. And I continued the story. I met the magistrate, and I found, what's his name? Scar, that's his name. I had a boss fight with him. That was fun. That was intense. I almost died a couple times during it. I genuinely almost died. I now see the wise wisdom of having healing items. And I tried to do the Union Ascension quest, but it's like, dude, the people you fight, they're more higher up than you are. How am I meant to beat them in the allotted time you give me? Right? Like, it's insane. And my levels are level capped to level 40. And I can't, fix that until I ascend my union. And my union level is stuck at 20, and I have all of these points that are just waiting to be used. I have no doubt that all the union level points have accumulated. When I do the quest and I can finally up my union level, I'm going to be shot to, like, level 40 instantly. That's how many points I have. And I just can't do it because the quest is too hard. I think the quest is way too hard to ascend your rank when you have all these enemies to face, and they purposely make them tougher than you. Right? That's not a bad thing. I sound like a freaking journalist, but I mean, like, it's like you're capped at level 40, and they're like, okay, your villains are 45. What? And they take forever to beat. I beat the first wave of enemies. I'm like, oh, is that it? And then they're like, nah, here's like 6 more. I'm like, what? So that's like, that sucks, dude. It honestly sucks. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that stuff. So my only thing I can do now is I'm like, well, my characters are all level capped. The best thing I can do is to get them better equipment, better weapons. So that's my plan now, is I'm going to try and get my characters better weapons, and then upgrade those weapons to be maxed out, and then hopefully we'll try this again. And hopefully by then I can beat these enemies and ascend my union level. But that is my goal now in Wuthering Waves. I'm back into it, baby. I am back into it. Wuthering Waves is the game I have played the most this year. And that's probably how it's going to become the end of it. So yeah, start looking into July. We're going to be playing Wuthering Waves more. And I hopefully can beat Strangers of Paradise. And beat the story mode. So that's my hope. That is my hope. So that's June. I will see you at the end of July, where we will do this again. We are now officially halfway through the year. The June marks 6. So we're at the halfway point. We've passed it. This is awesome. This year's gone by way too quick. July is over, and that brings me sadness, because that means summer is ending. But with another month over me, and it's time for another Games of the Month. What did I play this month in July? Well, I got back into Wuthering Waves. I did it. I did it. I fully got back into Wuthering Waves. Awesome. Great. I am still on the hunt for getting a better weapon, because that's what I need to do now. I need to get better weapons for my characters, because they are maxed out level-wise, but they need better weapons if I'm going to do the Union upgrade quest, whatever. So that's what I've been doing, and it is disheartening, and it is a bit demoralizing that I'm like, I guess I'll do it. You know, it does suck that my union level is stuck where it is. I wish that they would make that quest a lot easier too, because that quest does not need to be that hard to raise your union level rank. That should not be that hard at all. So I did wish that that quest was lower in difficulty, but I think they expect you to just be like way more powerful than I am, right? So, you know, there's that. But there's Wuthering Waves. Still having fun playing it. I did the story quest, and I did a boss battle. So if I can do the story quest and a boss battle and win, how the hell can it not be the union quests? You know, like, come on, man. But the boss was challenging. It was definitely a challenging boss. I got like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose type of thing. And I did almost lose a couple times, but my ingenuity came out, and I used a bunch of items, and I won. So, you know, there's that. That's good. And you get answers from the game about, you know, who Rover might be type of thing, you know? And then they move the story along a bit with that. So yeah, Wuthering Waves I'm liking again still. I never hate Wuthering Waves. I think Wuthering Waves is great. And besides Wuthering Waves, it was Strangers of Paradise Final Fantasy, so the same as last month, but we have ended Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise. That game is over and done with. I have beaten the main campaign. There is DLC, but from what I can tell, I'm not gonna really... I don't think the DLC is for me. I don't think I'm gonna enjoy any of the DLC. So this will be it for Strangers of Paradise for me. I might obviously, of course, go back and play the game whenever I wanna... I don't know, just play a game, you know? But I think this is it for Strangers of Paradise for me. So that is my first Final Fantasy game over and done with. I had a really good time with it. I still need to do the review. that still hasn't come out. I liked it. I really enjoyed the game. It's kind of like being like, you know, I guess this is kind of my review of like a prequel to Final Fantasy 1. It's really cool. I really like that. It's a prequel to Final Fantasy 1. They kind of give you more context about why, you know, Chaos kidnaps the princess and you find stuff out. And like that ending stretch is really good. And, you know, you find out that, you know, I was proven right that, you know, there was something going wrong with Jack's friends and all that type of stuff. And it was really, really cool. I really enjoyed the end of Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise, and I can't wait to play, because my next game will be Final Fantasy 1, but that probably won't be for a while. I want to probably play with some other games, because that's going to take a long time. getting into it. I mean, Strangers of Paradise took me, what, 2 months to do? Then again, I didn't start at the beginning of June, you know, so there is that. But yeah, for my first Final Fantasy game, real fun, and I can't wait to play the other ones, because after this will be Final Fantasy 1, then 2, then 3, and then I fully get into it, right? So that'll be that. But that's really July. Not a whole lot of gaming in July, I have to say, which is sad. Most of my gaming was Strangers of Paradise, and then my off gaming was Wuthering Waves. Recording video games will probably be a little bit difficult now because of some circumstances. So that'll be bad, but I can still play games. I just can't record games, so the gaming channel will probably go silent for a while, which is a shame. But I'm looking forward to just playing some games. So that's July, and let's see what August brings. I'm very interested to see what August brings. All right, it is now August is over, which means summer is pretty much over because we're entering the dog days of summer and fall, and yeah, oh god. So August is over. It's never a happy thought. I love summer. Summer's my favorite season, so the fact that it's ending is great. That means I get to go into cold weather again, because it's never cold here in Canada. Never, not whatsoever. It's not like we have to deal with 6 months of cold. But August is over. What did I do in August? Well, thankfully, August was actually very Sonic dominated. I did not play any Wuthering Waves. I think I just got demoralized from the whole, I have to upgrade my weapon type of thing, and that kind of left me, which sucks. I recently did an update to Wuthering Waves. They have a new update, like a new mode, like a new version 2 point whatever. So maybe I will jump back in here in September sometime. But August, didn't do anything with Wuthering Waves. What I did play was Sonic Rivals. The PSP racing game Sonic Rivals was played and beaten. I beat the Sonic story, and I did not feel incentivized to go and beat everyone else's story, I have to say, because it is, again, just doing the same thing over and over again. It's not like a Sonic Adventure or a Sonic Adventure 2, where yes, you are technically doing the same thing over and over again, but the characters play differently. Like a Knuckles level is not the same as a Sonic level in SA2, right? Or a Tails level in SA2 is not the same as a Sonic level, right? Like there's different things in there that make it, a lot easier to do, right? Like it's easier to replay that game as the different characters, because, well, 1, you get a different story, 2, different characters, and 3, the characters play differently, right? Like in SA1, playing as Tails, way different than playing as Amy, right? Like there's difference there that help make it better. Rivals, they all play exactly the same, so what's the point? I like it. I like Sonic Rivals. I can't believe I'm saying that. I like Sonic Rivals. I played this on not my PSP, my PS Vita, because my PSP is kind of a relic at this point. It's been used way too much. It's kind of broken now. I doubt the thing turns on. Its analog stick is broken, so there's that. Yeah, the PSP is kind of broken, so instead of going out and trying to find a copy of Sonic Rivals for my PSP, I went and I bought it digitally on the PS Vita store, which is still open. Shouts out to PlayStation for all their faults that they have. They keep their old digital stores open. The PS3 store, it's still open to this day. The Vita store is still open. The PS4 store is still open. Like, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. It allows a guy like me to get a bunch of games that he probably never would have otherwise. So that's why I got Rivals. I plan to get Rivals 2 as well and play the whole Rivals games on my Vita. So Rivals 1 was played on the Vita, which, again, it works because it's, well, for one, the Vita is a lot more powerful than a PSP. And 2, it is still a PlayStation console, so all the button inputs are exactly the same. So, how was it? Honestly, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I really liked playing Sonic Rivals. I thought there's some problems, right? It definitely has problems. The gameplay's not completely 100% wonderful. There's the CPU has a rubber band situation where you can get so far ahead of him, and then you make one mistake, and suddenly that dude passes you by. He's instantly on your tail. It makes zero sense, right? It's rubber banding, and I hate that with CPUs. But I mean, like, once you get the hang of it, right? Like how to dodge obstacles, you can do like, you know, what all the different attacks do. Like, it's fun. I enjoyed it, but it's one of the things where it's like, yeah, you played that one character story and you really don't do it again. I mean, unless you're really dedicated and want like different outfits, which this game has. I didn't get any of them because I didn't play that long enough, because I'm not incentivized to play this more than once, which I did. I played the Sonic story. That's it. That's all I need to do. I think I got halfway through Knuckles before that's when I decided, like, yeah, I'm kind of done. You know, I don't really need to play this anymore. I think that's my Sonic Rivals experience kind of done. On to Rivals 2, which is what the next Vita game I'll get, is Rivals 2. The story also, it's got a basic idea that I like, which is Eggman finds like this camera, and when he takes a picture of something, it goes into a card, and, you know, it's stuck in the card. And I believe it starts with him taking a picture of Amy and Tails, so Sonic's got to go and save Amy and Tails. Knuckles joins because Eggman took a picture of the Master Emerald, so he's got the Master Emerald. This is the first canonical appearance of Silver the Hedgehog, because of course 06 is not erases itself from continuity. So this is the first official time Sonic meets Silver, which is that's fun to play, I guess. The dialogue between the characters, I think, is where this game falls short, because it's not good. It does not have good dialogue between these characters. Like, I'm reading this, I'm like, God, I could come up with better dialogue than this, like, on the spot. You know? Like, it's not the best. There's plenty of times, of course, in the game too, where it's like you're doing a race and your character just slows down and is super slow. Like, characters are super slow if you're not in a boost or anything. Like, yeah. I hear Rivals 2 improves a lot on Rivals, so I'm looking forward to that. I think Rivals 2 even has voice acting. This game does not have voice acting. So, you know, that'll be fun. A lot more characters in Rivals 2 as well, because Rivals, you have Sonic, Silver, Knuckles, and Shadow, and that's it. Metal Sonic is in the game as well, actually, but he's unlockable, and I didn't unlock him, so whatever. But that's Rivals. I liked it. I think it was a fine enough game. I think I gave it like a 7.5 out of 10, I think is where Rivals stands for me. Not a bad racing game, it's just repetitive enough that I don't want to do it again, you know? And then, to end off August, was the Sonic Racing Crossworlds Open Network Test. Which was 4 days. It was Friday through Monday. And this kind of bled into September, but I'm not going to count it. It's an August thing. And this was my first chance to really try Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Leading up to this, there was so much stuff. We had the animation come out. We had a bunch of leaks, because Sega, being Sega, did not encrypt the files on PC, so people were able to play the open network test early, and then we got to see a bunch of stuff from it. Like, we got to get, you know, soundtracks ripped from it. We got to see a bunch of, like, you know, the rival dialogue, all that stuff ripped from it, which is funny. But this was my first chance to play it, and goddamn, dude, did I love it. I loved it. This game is going to be great. I can't wait to play the game. The beta test is over now. They announced that there will be an offline beta sometime mid-September. You can bet I'm playing that. This was great. I loved it. I actually went online and played against people, which I never play online against people. But I did this time. Like, Injustice, never went online. WWE games, never went online. I went online for this. And yeah, it has online things where people can be douches to you, and they never leave you alone, and you can, like, you know, be at the front of the pack 1 minute, and then you just go get one bad item, you're way in the back, right? But the same thing applies. You could be in the back, and then one good item, right? Or one bad thing happens to someone else, and you have moved on to the pack. Like, my last online race, for most of it, I was 12th. Like, in the back, I got one good item, I finished the race second. You know, like, that's how it goes. And the Grand Prix was fun. I had just a great time with this game. Like, I seriously had a great time with this game. For the 4 days I was able to do something with it. I cannot wait for it to officially come out, because this will be this will be like the game I play probably for the rest of the year. Like, every month now you're going to hear me say, so I play more Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Like, I cannot wait for this game to fully come out. I pre-ordered it a while ago, so I have the Werehog, which is all I need. The DLC characters. I'm excited for SpongeBob. That's about it. And I don't know who the last third party is. We shall see. I'm excited to see, the Sega characters come in. I was able to play as Joker during the open network test. It sucks he doesn't have a voice. God, it sucks. But at least I got to play as him. I went on a 5-match winning streak as Joker online, which never ever happens. That was crazy seeing my old guy with the crown picture. Oh, God, that was fun. I'm excited for Cross Worlds when it comes out, because this open network test was amazing. I think the day before this I did a video on that, so go watch that. But that's August. Was just Sonicified. It was all Sonic, and September it looks like it's gonna also be Sonicified. I'm gonna submerge myself in Sonic a lot more now. So as much as I already do, because I already submerge myself in Sonic, but even more so, So that is August. September will definitely be Sonic Racing Crossroads at the end of the month, absolutely. And I got an idea for I think what the first part of September is gonna be filled with as well, which is also Sonic. So was I right? Future me with my predictions? September's over now. We're in fall. We are very much in fall season. I'm recording this. Are now at the beginning of October. And we're in fall. It's been raining a lot now. And the weather is a lot cooler. So we're in fall now. September's done with. Summer's gone. And what did I play to round off the summer season? Well, I played Sonic games pretty much this entirety of this month. And there were both Sonic Racing games. It was Team Sonic Racing and Sonic Racing Cross World. So I played TSR to, I wanted to play the previous Sonic Racing game before I got into Sonic Racing Cross World. So I played TSR. I've been wanting to get TSR for a while, but every copy I could find of it was uber expensive, like $50, $60 almost. I'm like, guys, this is a spin-off racing game from like 2019. Why is it still so expensive? But I was able to find a copy for $30, I want to say it was. It was a cheaper version of it. It's not actually a North American version. It is a European version of it, but PS4 wasn't region locked, so you can do that. You can't buy DLC when you get a version of a game from a different country, but there was no DLC for Team Sonic Racing, so I didn't have to worry about that. I could just play the game, which is fine. So Team Sonic Racing, I had a good time. I really liked the game. It has problems. It at times comes across as very bare bones, right? In the game. You can tell that this game was rushed out, which is weird because this game was delayed and still was rushed out. There was no post-launch content, which is very odd for a racing game. Like, no extra racers or extra tracks, nothing of the sort. The game was out, they just plopped the game, and this is it. Which usually is how it should be with gaming, but for a game like TSR that definitely needed more attention, and for a racing game like this, like, racing games now need constant updates to keep people coming back, and TSR didn't. A big problem from TSR, from what I heard about, was the online was practically non-existent, which, you know what? That sucks. But me playing the game, I played the Grand Prix and story mode, and I had a good time. I really did. The story is nonsense. It's not good. It's very bare bones and simple. Like a 5th grader wrote it, and a lot of the dialogue in this game is awful. It's piss poor, bad. But gameplay, playing the tracks, great. I really liked the racing, which is the big part, right? You like the racing in the racing game, which I did. I liked the racing in this racing game. Was good. You have all your wisps, all your items. The team mechanic isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was very apprehensive, like, ooh, we gotta have a team mechanic, but it works. You do help each other. You send each other items. The one on your team who's the furthest gets a slipstream that you can use. If you bump into each other, you give them like a little knock boost and stuff like that. It worked. The one problem from the team mechanic I have is that if your teammate is behind you, like way behind, that hinders you, because at the end of the race, all your points are calculated together. So if, say, you're doing a great race and you're first, if one of your teammates is dead last, that's it, you're done, and you can't help them, right? Because the computer sometimes will just not take your items. And it's just annoying that you could be doing such a great job, but because of something out of your control, you just lose. And that happened to me plenty of times, which is something I didn't like. Now, you don't have to do team mechanic when you play just free play. There is, just standard exhibition one, just you type thing, right? Which is fine and that's good. All the tracks were good. The soundtrack was really good. A lot of the remixes in this are very, very good. I did enjoy that. The big gimmick with this was like mod parts where you can customize your car, and then each new part of your car has advantages and disadvantages. Like you get your boost goes up, but your defense goes down. That type of stuff. So you didn't build your car the way you wanted. I didn't mess around with them that much. I wasn't that interested in it. But if you want to mess with it, you can. The roster of characters is weird. Like you have the standard, right? Like you got Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, makes sense. Then that's like Team Sonic, right? Then you have Team Eggman, which is Eggman, Metal, and Zavok, which is the weird one, and that's because Sega keeps trying to push the Deadly Six on us. We don't want them anymore, Sega, please. Then there was, like, Team Soul, or Team Dimension, whatever they wanted to call them, which was Blaze, Silver, and Vector. Weird? Okay, and there's no Charmy Espio. No, none of the Chaot. You couldn't have the Chaotix be a team. They're not allowed. And then Team Rose is Amy, Big, and the Chow. It's a bunch of Chow in a car. Just get Cream. Like, would it have killed you to get Cream? Right? Now, they rectified this in Crossworlds. But, I'm, looking at this roster. I'm like, there's a couple people here that we did not need. Really? And a lot of omissions. Thankfully, those omissions were fixed in Racing Crossworlds. So, to kind of end my thoughts here, I think Team Sonic Racing definitely needed a lot more attention to it, but for what it is, I have fun. I have fun playing the game. So that's it. I gave it I think a 7.5 is what I gave it. It's a solid racing game. Not the best racing game ever. Definitely when you compare it to what else I played this month in September, which was Sonic Racing Crossworlds. So I'm now at the point now where I don't really get games day one. I don't. I usually wait a couple months after, or a couple years sometimes later until I get them. Because I'm not really in a rush. But for Sonic, it's day one. I get them day one. I get every Sonic game day one now. Frontiers, which was my first Sonic game, I got that a couple months later. Shadow Gens was day one, and so was Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Or it would have been day one if GameStop hadn't, not had the game. I go to, GameStop on Thursday going great, my pre-order is there. And they actually, we don't have the game. What do you mean you don't have the game? It's the release date. So then I had to wait a day to get it. Great. And then I couldn't actually play the game right away because life got in the way. So I was stuck. What the hell? But now I played the game. I love it. I love this game. It feels just as good as it did in the Open Network test. I'm loving this. I love this racing game so much. I am not addicted to it, but I'm putting in a lot of time into it, into this game. This has the makings to be the game that I just play throughout the year, which is what it's intended to be, right? This game is intended for you to play for years and years down the line. Sega's got plans for this game. They released their roadmap for what they got planned. Look at that, a kart racer that actually tells you that there's DLC and extra content planned. Wow, who would have thought? I have a great time. There's so much to do in this game too. It's not just, there's no story mode in this game, but there's not just do Grand Prix, unlock Grand Prix, and after that you're done. It's no, you do the Grand Prix, right? You do 6 Grand Prix, then you unlock the 7th one. Then after you do the 7th one, you unlock a secret one, so there's 8 Grand Prix. Then after that, you have to beat all the rivals. And then once you beat all the rivals, you then unlock Supersonic. Then in every course has red rings, like a standard Sonic level. So you have to find the red rings in every level as well. Then there's the different difficulties, right, that you can have. You get mirror difficulty when you beat all the Grand Prix. And then there's Supersonic Speed, which is the really hard difficulty as well that's in there that you have to unlock. So there's that for Grand Prix. And then there's other modes. There's Race Park mode where you face robot AI versions of the characters, but you can unlock those as skins in the game as well too. So then you have to do all that and you face these AI robot teams. Then there is the time trials, which is like a normal time trial, you just race around the track and then they check your time and you try to beat your own time. But you get ranked like a normal Sonic level, like a rank, B rank, C rank, all that type of stuff. And if you get A ranks, they incentivize you to get A ranks because getting A ranks unlocks music for your jukebox that you can then use in races. So, like there's a reason to keep going. And then of course there's online mode, which is, gonna be played nonstop, right? So there's plenty for you to do in the game, like just like that. And even if you don't play online, like all the stuff I said, that's so much for you to do, right? Do the Grand Prix, then beat all the rivals. You get Supersonic, great. Then get all the red rings, right? You got to find all where they all are. So you got to do the courses multiple times. Then there's the race park with all that. You got to beat all the rival teams, Then there's time trial. Got to get the A's, right? So then you got to play those tracks a couple times. There is a lot to do, and I'm so grateful. And there's so many stuff. There's friendships where like you pay the characters tickets and you get like banners and stickers for your cars and stuff like that. You can unlock. That's how you get the AI robot skins is through that as well. So then it incentivizes you to keep playing to get more tickets and all that. There's no microtransaction in it. It's just play the game type of deal, right? Play the game and you unlock stuff like how a video game should be. No pay to win. Just play the game. Oh, it's so good. It's so nice to just go back to normalcy, with a video game like this. So, I am loving this game. It's too soon at time of recording to, I think, give a full review. I want to do fully some race park stuff, which I haven't done yet. At time of recording this, I've gotten Supersonic and I've beaten all the Grand Prix. I still need to get some red rings. And then after that, I want to play some race park, and then after that, I think I feel confident to do my review of it. But so far, I'm loving this, and I'm going to be playing this game, like, constantly. Like, throughout the year, until... Even after the next Sonic game comes out next year, I'm going to be still playing this game. Like, this is a great racing game, seriously. Like, it really, really is a good racing game. And that's so fun. That's what I want. I want a really good racing game. This takes everything TSR did and blows it out the water, right? We got a better cast of racers as well. Speaking of cast, there's going to be DLC updates, right? They have DLC packs for collabs for Minecraft, Mega Man, SpongeBob, right? Pac-Man. And then every month you get a free Sega character. Like you start off with Hatsune Miku. This month for October, Joker comes out. Then I think Kazuya from Yakuza is in November, right? Knights is probably December, right? Like they are doing a monthly free update for the character for all of you. So even if you don't get the DLC characters, you still get someone new, which I love. Like that again, that incentivizes you to play. So everyone's gonna keep coming back to play the new character at least once, right? So that's what you want. So I'm loving Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. When we get to November, I will have aged. I will be 22 by the time we do this again in November. That's crazy, dude. I can't believe I'm gonna be 22 by the time we do this. I'm so young. Oh my god. Also, life will have changed a bit more. I will have, by the time we do this, I will have finished a special something, which I will also probably talk about next time as well. So we'll see how that goes. Also, I want to say I did buy another game, which is SpongeBob SquarePants Cosmic Shake, which I've been looking for forever. And we'll see, maybe by November, I'll have played some Cosmic Shake. And we can talk about that too. So, that's it. That's September done. Well, I'll see you in November for when I talk about October. It's weird, I know, but that's how it goes. October has come and gone, and now it is November. My birthday's happened. I'm 22 now. What is happening? Why is the time gone? So I'm 22 now, and here's what I played during October, spooky month. I actually didn't play any spooky games for spooky month. Boo. I wanted to, but it just didn't happen. Maybe next year. I really want to do something for the channel where next year I play a bunch of spooky Halloween games, but we'll see. So, for what I did in October, no surprise, played more Sonic Racing Cross Worlds this month. Fully completed the Grand Prix. Fully beat Race Park. I have now finished all the time trials. I unlocked every character. I've unlocked every vehicle. I have just pretty much done. I haven't unlocked all the AI skins for anyone. I'm just trying to like grind tickets now, which is, it's a problem. Like, I really wish that they would increase the amount of tickets you get. The prices that you have to spend on friendship to get some of this is ridiculous. I really wish they would fix that. But I mean, I'm having fun playing the game, right? Like, I'll mindlessly play Crossworlds for like 2 hours and not even realize it, and just like listen to a podcast or something while I do it, right? So like, I'll mindlessly do that. Like, Crossworld will be a game I constantly go back and play, no matter what. If I'm just like, I just want to play a video game, don't know what it is, turn on Crossworld and just play a couple rounds, Joker dropped for October as the October free character, so I had fun playing as him. It's really nice to see him, and I just want to play more Persona now after seeing my boy. Sucks he's not voiced again. Xander Mobius isn't there to voice him, which is stupid. Sega, you own Persona. You can get him in the booth. Like, I understand SpongeBob or, like, something like that. Or Mega Man. Like, I get it. Like, you own him! You own Joker! You own Kazuga! Like, you can just get them in the fucking booth. Like, ugh. That part annoys me. But I had fun playing as Joker. So that's fun. He'll probably be, like, the one, like, Sega character, like the free character I play as the most is Joker. Unless we see more who are announced. And then in Crossworlds, the paid DLC was Minecraft. I'm of two minds of getting Minecraft. If I don't get it, but it's like if I bought it, I'd be like, yeah, that's fine. I think the DLC characters are going to be like $7. So that's not bad for what you get, especially because you're going to get like at least 2 characters, a track, music, and a car. So that's not bad. Minecraft, you get 3 characters, right? Steve, Alex, Creeper, you get a vehicle, you get a track, and you get music. So that's not bad. SpongeBob I am getting. So SpongeBob comes out, I believe later this month in November. He will come out, and I'll be buying him for sure at $7. I get SpongeBob, Patrick, Bikini Bottom, and the Krabby Mobile. Easy. Money. Done. And speaking of SpongeBob, ties into the other game I played this month, which was the Cosmic Shake. I have been wanting SpongeBob the Cosmic Shake since it came out, but it was just so gosh darn expensive, so I had to wait for a price drop. Eventually, it dropped on PS4 and went down to about $24, and I'm like, hell yeah, pick that sucker up. I played it, and I have greatly enjoyed the game. It's not as bad or as simple as I thought it was when I used to watch like videos of Let's Plays of them. And it looked a lot more simpler than Battle for Bikini Bottom. It's not that simple as I thought, right? Because again, watching and playing are 2 separate things. It does provide a bit of a challenge to you, and I do enjoy it. I pretty much like all the worlds except, I believe it's the 3rd world? Or the 4th world. The 4th world. For some reason, they just chose violence and made that the hardest thing fucking ever. I don't know why. Right, that boss that you fight, because you fight Pearl as the boss in that world, fucking absurd. It's crazy how hard they made that. I don't know why they did that. They just decided to make that hard, because in the next level, it's nowhere near as hard. It's weird. It's like when you go to the Kelp Forest and Battle for Bikini Bottom, it's like, yeah, that's the sucky level. You know that's the sucky level. For this one, it is the prehistoric Kelp Forest. So again, the Kelp Forest again is the shitty level in the SpongeBob game. Unlike Battle for Bikini Bottom, there is problems in this one that it's like the sound design is off. Like sound effects are like seconds late. It's like weird. I don't know why you couldn't have fixed that. It comes off amateurish. The writing is not as good as Battle for Bikini Bottom. Battle for Bikini Bottom definitely had a lot more of like, yeah, this is a SpongeBob feel to it. This one doesn't have that feel to it. It comes off a bit safe, like generic dialogue. It doesn't have a lot of SpongeBob feel to it. There's times it does, absolutely, like especially when you get to characters who have a distinct personality, like Mr. Krabs or Plankton or Squidward. They're pretty good there, but for people like Pearl or Sandy, not as much, right? There is a lot more side missions for you to do in this game. Like, every character will give you side missions, and then you have to go back to the levels and do it. That's kind of like the Golden Spatulas, except unlike Battle for Bikini Bottom, you don't need a requirement to do the final level like you did, because in order to progress to levels, you needed a certain amount of golden spatulas. You don't need that in this one. In this one, it's just you can just do the story all in one go without any sort of requirements. There is golden spatulas in the game, but they're more like just a collectible you find, and if you get them all, you get a trophy. So it's like they're there just cause it's like, hey, remember them from the first game? Yeah, here you go. This whole thing is basically about costumes. So there's like doubloons that you have to find in every world. You get a certain amount of doubloons that then unlocks a new tier in the costume shop where you unlock costumes. And a lot of the costumes are references to classic SpongeBob episodes, which is what you want. Yeah, so overall, just to keep this short without going too deep into a review, because I'm going to have a review of Cosmic Shake, a lot of fun. I had a good time with it. I think Battle for Bikini Bottom is better still, but Cosmic Shake is not bad. Absolutely not. It does, though, I feel at times do feel like it's not finished in certain areas, which I do wish Titans of the Tide, which comes out this month, November, as I speak, is polished more so that way. You know, just to keep this short. I don't want to go too deep in Cosmic Shake because I'm gonna have a review of it. So that's what I played for the month of October. November, if I had to make a prediction, probably gonna be the same. More Crossworlds, more Cosmic Shake, and then we'll see what December brings. But that was October, spooky month. Didn't really play any spooky things. I mean, I did play Crossworlds and Cosmic Shake, which have Halloween themed levels. You know, yeah, the Pumpkin Mansion, and you've got for Crossworlds, and you got the Halloween Rock Bottom. So I technically did play some spooky Halloween things. Technically.
November's come and gone. We're in the final month now. Oh boy. So what did I play for the month of November? This was my birthday month, so I got some cool things for my birthday. No video games, sadly, but I got lots of nice little things. You know, I got some comic books. I got some DVD physical media, which is always a thing you must get. And I played, of course, video games. So, some video games I played this month was exactly the last two I played, which was Crossworlds and Cosmic Shake. So for Crossworlds, there was the DLC that came out. So we had Ichiban Kazuya from Yakuza, who was the free DLC character this month, and we had a paid DLC, which was SpongeBob, the SpongeBob pack. So I played Kazuya. I did a video on him. Cool. That's nice. You know. Again, sucks. No voices. God damn it. And then SpongeBob was the thing. You got SpongeBob, Patrick, the Paddy Wagon, and you had a Bikini Bottom map. I have not purchased this, and the reason is I kept saying I was going to, but I'm a lot more picky on what I'm gonna buy, and even I was about to buy it. I had it in my cart and everything, and I was ready to just check out, buy it. It's about $8, so I was ready to do it. But then I'm like, I would probably play as SpongeBob and Patrick once, and then I'd never play him again. And after that, I realized, yeah, probably not going to buy this. When I buy DLC for a game, I want it to be, I'm going to use this, right? Like, because for all the faults of the WWE games, right? And they got many faults. At least when the DLC came out, I used the characters that they did. Like, back in, like, I remember WWE 2K17, they had the... Was it 2K17? Yes, 2K17. They had the DLC for like the new NXT stars, and it was like Austin Aries and Ty Dillinger and all that stuff, and Aleister Black, and you're like, yeah, I used them, so the DLC makes sense, you know, like, and like all the WWE 2K games, like a lot of the DLC, you're like, I'm gonna use these characters, so yes, buying this DLC makes sense. But for this, it'd be like I play as them once because they don't have voices, so there's, you know, that narrows down my want to play them. And I play it once just to be like, hey, that was fun, and then I never play them again. And I'm like, that'd be just a waste of $8. You know, I want it to be something where it's like, I will be using this constantly, right? Or if it's something like a new story content, right? Like a story DLC, it's like, yeah, I'll do that. Like something like Sonic Mania, right? I don't have Sonic Mania Plus, the physical version, which encompasses everything, but I did get the Plus DLC content, because it's worth it. You get Mighty, you get Ray, and you get more stories and levels. So to me, that was worth it. That's not what a lot of this is, right? And I'm not sure I'll buy a lot of the paid content. It is out there, and I think having SpongeBob in this game is a great idea, but me personally, I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna stick to the free stuff. Speaking of the free stuff, we did get announcement for the more characters, some 3 more of the main characters, free characters coming out. So December will be Knights, which we all knew he was coming. He got revealed in the back of the box, so they're just gonna drop him out. January will be Ai from Monkey Ball, which again I think we all kind of knew. But then February is the big one, which is Tangle and Whisper are coming to the game. It was the prediction. Everyone's like, oh my god, are the IDW characters gonna come over? They are. Tangle and Whisper are they're making their way over. I'm really excited about that. I really am excited. I will be playing as them. Obviously, they don't have voices, and for that one, I feel like that's just because they don't want to cast any actors yet. Do I think Tangle and Whisper will show up now? Now that they got models, right? They got full on like game models. I think they will show up in a future game. Is it the next Mainline Sonic game they show up in? I don't know about that. I don't know if they show up in the next Mainline Sonic game, but I do think that now we may see Tangle and Whisper show up in a game in the future, absolutely, because they got the models for them now. Now, does this mean that now them just being here opens the possibility for Surge? So I think Surge might come now. You know, I'm looking forward to it. We got a ton more free characters to come, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'm really excited that Tangle and Whisper were announced. Of course, my excitement did kind of die when you see a lot of the freaks in the Sonic community try and co-opt and be like, oh my god, it's the lesbians. Yes, because that's all they are now, right? They're just gay. And then the last game I played was Cosmic Shake. It was just these 2 games were my focus this month. Cosmic Shake was doing the side stuff. So I did all the side missions. I found all the spot stuff. I found all the doubloons. I cured Gary. I did all the side missions, right? And it's a lot of fun. You know, you have to go through multiple different levels to do it. I did use a guide because I'm not smart enough to do it. Sorry. But I did use a guide. It was a lot of fun finding all the stuff, going through all the levels. I had a good time doing it, and I think now I can fully say that I really enjoy Cosmic Shake. At first, I always thought this game was just going to be like a less smarter version than Battle for Bikini Bottom. But I had a lot of fun with it. No, Purple Lamp proved to me that they really got this. They really got the handle on the SpongeBob games. And I'm looking forward to Titans of the Tide. I'd like to get that soon, but we'll see. we'll see how that goes. But I'm definitely going to play it eventually at one point. But that is the November. So we move on to December, the last month of the year. And I'm looking forward to it. The year's over. I can't freaking believe it, but 2025 is it's about to end. It is the last day of 2025 as I record this, New Year's Eve as I record this. And I'm pretty sure I'm done for video games this year. So what video game did I play this month? It was really just Crossworlds. I just played Crossworlds this month. I filmed a lot of videos of Crossworld for the gaming channel, so that way there was some sort of gaming content drip fed throughout the month. Because when family comes around, all that type of stuff, my recording schedule kind of gets a bit hard to do that type of stuff. But I wanted to have some content, so I did a lot of Crossworlds recording during that time, and let's talk about it. So Crossworlds, we had Knights drop. He dropped on Christmas Eve. Knights did as the free character, which is a lot of fun. Of course, all Sonic fans know the history between Knights and Sonic and all that type of stuff. In fact, I think the first 3D Sonic we saw was actually in, was it Christmas into Dreams? Christmas Nights into Dreams was the first time we saw 3D Sonic. He showed up and you could play as him. And Knights has showed up in plenty of Sonic games as like Cameo and all that type of stuff. So having Knights here makes perfect sense. Nice to play as him. Cool. Happy. Maybe we can get a port of Knights into Dreams. You know, Sega, that'd be nice. Or a remake. That'd be pretty cool too. But while I was doing all this, they started doing this real cool thing, which they haven't done since, and I really hope they do more of, is these challenges. They were like these gear challenges where they would give you like parameters to go by and then do this challenge. That's a lot of fun. I really like that because it's just a way of interacting with the community. Right, and then people can post how they did well with this. Like the first one they did was the Extreme Geared Up Challenge, where it's like the rules is like you have to play as Jet, and the rules is like you have to be on Sonic speed with normal items, frenzies off. You have to use extreme gear, the computer levels off, and they give you like these are the gadgets you're allowed to use, these are the items you're allowed to use. You can only do these tracks, these cross worlds, this type of thing. It was a lot of fun. They did another one with Cream, as well, which was like the daycare, I think that's what it's called, the Chow Daycare challenge. That was a lot of fun. Those are so far the only two I've seen so far they've done, and I want them to do more because that's a lot of fun and that's a real good way to interact with the community. And I had a lot of fun doing videos on them, and I hope they do more of that. It is good. It's also content, so I like that a lot. But yeah, so that is December. That's all I did for December was play a lot of Crossworlds. So that is December, and that's the year overall. So let's look at the games I played. I played Wuthering Waves, which I need to get back into, by the way. Wuthering Waves, New Super Mario Bros., Sonic Forces, Super Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury, Sonic 4 Episode 1, Final Fantasy Strangers of Paradise, Sonic Rivals, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, Team Sonic Racing, SpongeBob Cosmic Shake. So that's about 12 games I played this year. 12 new games I played this year. Not a lot. I really want to up that next year, but I mean, I'm happy I played games for the first time, right? Like, I'm really happy that I got to play a lot of these games. My plan going forward is in 2026, I'm going to do a big Sonic marathon where I just go through a bunch of Sonic media, right? Games I've never played, shows I've never seen, all that type of stuff, comic books, and the whole channels, all 3 channels are just gonna be filled with Sonic stuff. The gaming one's gonna be filled with Sonic gaming. The review one will be filled with me talking about Sonic shows and movies and all that. And then on the main channel, I will be talking about just a bunch of Sonic stuff as well, like I normally do, but we're gonna do like other stuff. Like I'm gonna talk about, like Madonna or 13, right? Or the original Sonic Bible is something I want to do. We're gonna talk about like, the Sonic manga. We're gonna talk about, of course, Archie. That's gonna be a big thing we do. We're gonna go over Fleetway, like all this stuff we're gonna do. Is I have a lot of stuff planned for Sonic in 2026, and then after Sonic, I do have plans for other games I want to do as well. There is plans for other games that I want to do as well. And when I mean Sonic, I mean we're also going to do games that it's kind of hard to do them. Like I want to do stuff like Knuckles Chaotix as well, right? I plan to buy an HDMI adapter for my PS3 so I can record PS3 gameplay, because that way I can play games on the PS3 like Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic 4. Fuck, just save me when we have to do that one. I want to play fan games as well. Like I want to play Triple Trouble 16-bit. I want to do that. I want to do Triple Trouble, then Triple Trouble 16-bit, and then maybe we do a video where we compare them together. I think that'll be a lot of fun. PO6 is, of course, something I want to do. I want to do just a lot of real fun stuff. And I have plans to do other games as well. Like, for example, I want to do Repack. I want to play the Pac-Man Repack games. I want to do a little Street Fighter thing leading up to the movie, because I want to see the Street Fighter movie. So I want to do a Street Fighter thing where we play a bunch of Street Fighter games, and that leads us into the movie, because I want to do that. Like, so we play the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, and then 4, 5, 6, all that type of stuff. That'll be fun. I want to play the No More Heroes games next year. I planned to do them this year, but that got pushed back. So the No More Heroes games, the trilogy is what I'd like to do. When it comes to the Sonic games, we're going to do the Boom games as well, but that'll be after the fact. That'll probably be when I get to Sonic Boom the show. I'll do the Sonic Boom games before then, and then we'll do the show. But I got so much stuff planned. Like, just looking at it, I got a lot of stuff I want to do for gaming and just in the channel as a whole. So I'm just going to keep going. 2026 is also going to be another big year personally for something I've got that would have been at the beginning of the year, but that got pushed. So now it's mid-year. But something will happen there. And I won't say what it is until it's over. So you guys won't hear about this till 2027. But when it's over, I really I really hope that'll be a big life-changing thing for me. I hope so. But I got so much stuff I want to do, and I just really hope you guys are there. I wanted to do a big Christmas thing, because I got stuff for Christmas content I wanted to do, right? Like I want to do like a 2K WWE 2K Christmas tournament and all that, right? Like I want to do where we do Santa Sweatshop from the Escapists. Like that'd be a lot of fun. I want to do videos on the Escapists in general, but we do the Santa Sweatshop one as well, and play like games that take place at Christmas. And we'll do maybe Arkham Origins or Parasite Eve, like stuff like that would be fun. I want to do Halloween stuff. We'll play Halloween scary games, like My Side would be one. Castlevania, even though it's not really scary, but you know it kind of fits. Just scary games like that is what I'd like to do. Play Luigi's Mansion, you know, like that'd be fun. I want to play Resident Evil, so we'll do Resident Evil games at Halloween. I think that would be fun. There's just a lot of stuff I really want to do, and it's just a matter of getting around to doing it. So I hope you guys will stick with me for that bit. I really want to just keep this going. I really want to keep doing what I love, doing stuff on the content I love, and hope you guys can feel my passion through it and feel how much I love this. So thank you all so much, and I hope you guys will stick with me for 2026 and beyond. So thank you all so much, and I'll catch you all next time.